Hi, good day. My name is Rhik Laganapan. I'm from BSHM-4B. This is the performance task number 2. Affinity diagram. It is an analytical tool to gather and organize information from a significant amount of mixed data sourced from research, insight, concept, diagram, brainstorming, ideas, and design. This method is employed to sort and bundle information into groups based on their relationship. Often these connections and relationship provide deeper insight and new ideas. Brainstorming. It is a method of generate ideas from a group of people to solve design problem. Under the direction of facilitator, member of the group contribute idea freely to cover as many area as a possible in search of best possible design. Root ideas contributed by the participant are the gather and refine and determine solutions. Character profile. This supplement the understanding and appreciation of designer by providing pattern or trends about service users. Knowing the profile would also help in justifying the innovation and improvements designed for the clients. Contextual interview is referred to interview conducted in the natural environment where the service occurred. User journey map. It is diagram that uses illustration, photograph, and or quite telling shout out and the journey of the user through a service in help in identifying the key stage and touch point. Along the user service experience, what part of the service work for the user and what part need improve. It is useful technique to understand and motivation of customer in relation to their wants, needs, hesitation, and concern. Culture and probes. These are also referred to as user diary in provides way in gathering information about people and their activities and insights about the daily of communities. Documentaries. These are tools used to provide information of initial stage of the design process. This method is visual representation of human emotion and expression, capture and proof to films. Empathy proofs. These are tools for design that considers what the user are thinking and feeling more than that they are doing and saying. Ethnography user research. It is tool used to support a deeper understanding of the design. Issue and service designer. Through this research, tools and designer will be able to establish and motivation the user to do something and what hinder them to not do things. Experience prototype. It is a simulation of service to test new service ideas for design for specific physically touch point. It seeks out whatever the design in applicable to the user of identifies the areas and called possible and improves. Focus group. It is a setting of deliberately selected people who are participants. Discussion about particular topic which intends and bring out their participation and feedback to design ideas. Immersion workshop. It is also known as empathic research or role playing. A researcher involves herself with the study area by becoming part of it. It is a good source of information since the designer will have an actual experience with regards to emotion and social interaction with the community. Observation. It is a method that can be used to identify problems when users are interacting with a product. Truth observation service can evaluated and the user experience can be determined to the certain level. Personas. This refers in functional characters created as archetype or theory types to represent type of user that avail of the service or the product of companies. Personas are created by the self, understand, and the needs of behavior, experience, and goals of user. Prototyping. These tools is used to examine the behavior and performance of the first design and before it goes to production. The service is tested by observing the interaction of the user with the prototype of the service making and venue, setting and condition where are the service of actual rendered. The kind of prototyping method are the following. Sketch and diagram. These are used to illustrate and ideas for discussion. Analysis, sketch are among the earliest form of the prototyping and also simplest and use them to acceptable of value. Storyboarding. This is a presentation of case of prototype scenario using of the series drawing of the pictures to visualize and sequence of event. Building block prototype. Beyond the ideas of having fun with the buildings, blocks of the toy versatility and ability. Simulate creativeness has made this toy a valuable tool in prototyping. Role play. This refers to acting out service situation where user interact with the product or the service. The implied condition qualifies and direction where the service design should be taken. That the service really exists and then rather to the possible journey through the functionalities. Physical molds. For the design service that many required, physical and representation mock-up can be created for testing materials that can be used include paper, carbon, wax, clay, and wood among others to the build and the molds. User-driven prototype. This prototype method uses the unique approach in coming up with the service design instead of the designer conjuring and design for the service user. It is instead the user who will get the make and design. Scenarios. This refers to the creation of the prototype hypotheticals, story, and visualize how user will utilize a service. In order to generate design, scenarios can either be written by draw and sufficient details to anticipate and demonstrate the needs and users. Service prototype. This is the simulation tool to test the service design. Through observation of the interaction between the user and the prototype of the service set in the place situation and condition where the service truly exists. Shadowing. The research act an observer only and does not interfere with the participants. In any circumstance in the method, the researcher goes along with the user and observe how they utilize the service of product within their natural environment. Stakeholder map. It is a tool and show visualize representation of the organization staff, sponsor, investor, board, father, and organization. In customer, the map reflect and level of interest and important of the stockholder. In the organization, in stockholder are listed and sorted on the chart based on the extent of their interest and influence of the power each hold in organization. Stockholder map help determine who among stockholder process. Thank you.